is about happiness, specifically the science behind it. So I actually took a class in college called The Science of Happiness. It was very in-depth, very interesting, so I wanted to start with something really simple today. So it's going to be about the 4 chemicals of happiness, and I'm going to get into it and talk about how we can boost these chemicals to boost our happiness. So we'll start with serotonin. One thing you can do is eat certain foods that are high in serotonin, and one of those things is actually oatmeal. Trust me, there's a much longer list of other foods, so you don't have to force yourself to eat oatmeal if it's not for you. But for health reasons, I enjoy oatmeal from time to time. I've never really eaten it for pure fun, but how I feel afterwards is actually really nice, even if I don't truly enjoy eating it in the moment, if that makes sense. I do add peanut butter to mine to make it tastier, and I feel a lot better after eating it, even if I'd rather eat a fancy brunch or eggs and bacon or whatever. I guess it's also helpful to know that it's high in serotonin. Getting sunshine is also a no-brainer. My mood definitely improves when I go outside, whether I'm having a bad day or a good day. Especially on the weekdays when I work, it's really nice to be able to leave my workspace at home and go outside and kind of declutter my brain. That really helps me freshen up my mood, get some greenery, see the sky, see birds, whatever it is. And it's also a perfect reminder for you to go outside. Usually when I come back and I have lunch and everything, I actually like to drink Yakult. This isn't an ad for Yakult, by the way, but I read that drinking or eating probiotics is super helpful for a serotonin boost. Personally, I just like to think of it as closure for the meal I just ate. Anyways, to end off my journey to boost serotonin here, Ray and I decided to have a paint night. As a disclaimer, we are not good at painting, but it's something I've always wanted to do, and I bought a paint set from Amazon one day. I thought it would force me to try something new. The paint set literally sat in our TV unit for over a month before I forced us to have a paint night after dinner. It was such a struggle. I'm not going to show the end result because it's embarrassing, but it did make us feel happy because we had a lot of fun and we learned something new, which is we learned that we cannot paint. As you can probably guess, dopamine is the next one, and dopamine is the one that gives off a feeling of reward. So that's what I guess makes it a little bit different than the other ones, since a lot of these things overlap. The concept or the feeling of achieving a task or a goal is when we feel dopamine. So of course that can vary with like anything that we do. A weekly task, for example, that we have is cleaning. Our cleaning days are on Thursdays, and honestly I dread going into it because I know there's so much to be done that day. But once I get into it, and especially when we're almost done, I definitely feel a rush of something, which I'm going to assume is dopamine. Another thing we can do, which is even more simple, is listening to music. I don't have to go into this to explain why that's great for all of us. Obviously, on my bad days, I like listening to upbeat music, and it's a great way to pass time or pretend like you're the main character in a movie because you are the main character. Also, to no surprise, sleep is important in everything: physical health, mental health, you name it, literally just functioning as a human, but also in our happiness. Like I said, a lot of these things overlap with the other chemicals too, but regardless, getting good sleep, having good sleep hygiene, and a nighttime routine are really important here. On the days that I exercise, it actually does help me sleep a little bit better, so exercising is my next topic, and we talk about it so much. Is another obvious benefit to our life, and this is because of endorphins, which is our 3rd happy chemical. So I've tried home exercises, a couple of workout classes in the past by myself, and lately I've just been more into like trying to get back into running. Starting definitely is the hardest, but once I start, it feels so good, and that is probably the endorphins speaking. Other foods also helps with endorphins, which is really great news because spicy food is one of them. So what I'm showing here is spicy dry pods. I will say it's not the healthiest thing in the world. It's a great excuse to eat this because I'm boosting my endorphins. Anyway, here's me watching a funny show to also boost endorphins. Shout out to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you guys have any funny show recommendations, please drop it in the comments. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's my 2nd time watching it. New Girl, I've watched it like 3 times. Parks and Recs, Friends, shows like that. We are at our last one here, oxytocin. I keep forgetting about this one, to be honest, because we don't really talk about it often enough, but I think of it as the love chemical. We can increase this by spending quality time with our loved ones, like going on a date, friend date, or a date with yourself, which I've started to do more, and I actually feel a rewarding feeling from doing these things too. I'm the type of person that's down for casual things, walks in the park, or all the way up to big giant adventures and crazy excursions, but these are some of the activities that make me happy, and it's great being able to spend it with someone else too. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope it was enjoyable and fun. It was really fun for me to make. You can check out other videos that are sort of a similar topic. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you another time. Bye. I feel like I should switch up my outros, but I don't know what else to do. So sorry about that. Alright, well, bye again. It's easier to love when it's you by my side.